going on, awesome people? It's been a crazy couple weeks. We've been uber busy, so we'll upload as we get to upload. Can't help that. I mean, I could, but our schedule's already crazy as it is, and honestly, subscribers aren't going up. Views are doing okay, so we're gonna do our best. You get what you get out of us, and hopefully you enjoy what you do, but it's just a part of life. On this episode, we're gonna go pick some peas, or well, Tony's probably gonna do more picking peas than me, but regardless, I'm gonna help. But we're gonna get on the golf cart, we're gonna take off, then you're gonna see some drone footage later, and then you're gonna see me shooting some bow. If you get lucky, other than seeing us pick some peas, you might get to see Tony just a little bit. See, there she be. But anyway, we're gonna go. We'll see y'all at the garden. Bam! And just like that, we are at the garden, or well, what's left of the garden. As you can see, the squash, the corn, the tomatoes, all the other stuff is gone. We got a little bit of okra left, and Tony said crowder peas, aka purple hull peas. Purple hull peas. I'm not a gardener or any of that, so I couldn't be. Yeah, but anyway, we gonna get started. Tony's over there doing something on her phone.
I'm making sure exactly what color they need to be when you pick them, so that we don't get the wrong ones.
Because obviously, if they're supposed to be purple, you probably aren't going to pick the green ones.
Well, Daddy said he likes to get his kind of before they get to purple because they're easier to shell, but personal preference.
Yep. So we're going to get started, and you'll get to see our butts as we pick. You know, hey, whatever.
Plant a tree up on the hill, and days go by on your windowsill, then you're standing in its shade. Raise your children tall and proud, chase away the lightning clouds until you finally get old and gray. We all fade away. Plant a flag and make a stand, and build a fence around your land. But by and by,
Whoo, I'm hot. I know in the time lapse that don't look like took that long. I mean, it really didn't, but at the same time, it's 86, 87 degrees out here and probably 80% humidity. It's hot. But anyway, whew, we did get our mess of peas, 5-gallon bucket, and Tony just picked up some baby squash. See, baby squash. Now, I'm just gonna be honest. I grew up in the South, and I'm a little bit country, but I'm not farm country. So I guess I'll have to do it short the day we decide to pick these things, because I ain't never did it.
You mean hold them?
Hold them, pick them, whatever.
We already picked them.
We picked them today. Hold them. See, look, I don't know the terminology. My job is I go work, I make money. That's my job. But anyway, we'll pick you up in a bit.
And there's nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days, your mercy follow me. There is nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days, your mercy follow me. Father, you never delay in keeping a promise. There is no wonderful thing that you have withheld from us. Father, you never delay in keeping a promise. There is no wonderful thing that you have withheld from us. You've never been wrong. You've never been wrong. You've never been wrong. You've never been wrong. There is nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days, your mercy follow me. Oh, there is nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days, your mercy follow me. Oh, and the years have left no trace upon your unfailing love. Not one time have you forsaken me. No, never once. Oh, and the years have left no trace upon your unfailing love. Not one time have you forsaken me. No, never once. There is nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days, your mercy follow me. There is nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days, your mercy follow me.
And just like that, the golf cart is washed. The footage of the woods you have seen. So let me explain the woods. Basically what you see in the woods is, or the drone footage of the woods, the aerial, is I'm looking for a spot in the next couple weeks to set up either a stand or my blind for bow season. Because truthfully, it's really hard for me to hunt during gun season, the pew pew season as they say, just because of wrestling season. They go hand in hand, so it's hard for me to get away. Bow season's a little easier because it starts in September. Wrestling season doesn't start till mid-late October and doesn't really kick off till November, and that's when pew pew season starts. So yes, you still see the drone controller in my hand, because like I said, I just got done flying it to show you all that footage. But anyway, the reason you didn't see us washing the golf cart as well, Tony washed it, I didn't. I was flying the drone and setting up the range for the bow, because as you seen last time, I wasn't super far off, but I was off far enough that it bothered me. So this time, since I still can't find my rangefinder, I decided to come back out here and measure it with a tape measure to get it right. And we were off about by 5 yards, at least 5 yards. So, and that makes a huge difference. 5 yards is, you know, 2-3 inches, you know, especially if you're twitch, you're choking it, you move. So I just want to make sure I get it right. That way I can be on target during season. But anyway, I'm gonna switch this thing over to time lapse, let y'all watch me sling some arrows, and then we'll close it out. Alright folks, we're gonna walk down here. I think for the most part at 20 yards, I do have it dialed enough. This last one, I readjusted, but I'm not mad at it considering I'm really having to mess with my sight a little bit. But I'll take these two for sure. This was my last one that you just seen. I kind of squiggled, but hey, that's 20. Let's move it to 30 and see what happens. So here's the deal. I know for a fact I pulled a couple of them, and if it's really, really horrible, which it is, I'm not showing y'all because I just realized I didn't change my sight. I'll show you, the group's decent. The group's actually really good, but I have a single pin and it's a rotating dial sight. I left it on 20. Yeah, big mistake. Tight group. Really tight group, just my mistake. Anyway, let me pull these out, go back and move that thing to 30 and see if it's different. All right, here we go. Truth is, I got a really bad feeling that these are way off. I know I pulled one really, really hard, and honestly, my arm's getting tired. It's part of it, but this is really bad. Really, really bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to give me a few minutes, let my arm chill out, and we're going to come back and try this again, and I'll let you know how it turns out. Folks, I'm back, resting my arm, you know, tweaked it a little bit more on the bow, and I think it's more or less where I'm tired. But anyway, I'll take this group all day. I'll take that. I mean, let's be honest. That's not a real size deer. And that group would definitely be a down zone. I'll put it that way. But anyway, this is where I'm going to love you and leave you. Tony's already in the house taking care of some bug bites. I think I'm going to put 3 more downrange just to make sure. Make one more small adjustment. I mean, one's dead on, and I honestly think it's not the adjustments, it's just me. But I'm good with that. So for all you bow people out there, if you're actually watching this, if you got any positive comments that could help, leave them. If it's negative, keep it to yourself. I'm not a professional. I don't do this every day. I do it for fun. If I get a deer down, you know what? That's food for my family. But anyway, guys, God loves you. I love you. And remember, if you can't hug somebody, at least smile and wave. We'll see y'all on the next one.